Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sasha. Today we're back with another foundation test. We're going to be trying out the new Essence Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid and aloe vera. And this retails at Ulta for $6.99, so pretty cheap. It's vegan and cruelty free. I got the shade 030 Neutral Ivory. It's probably going to be a little dark for me, which I actually did that on purpose because we have spring and summer coming up, and usually in the summer I do end up getting a tan. The details read on Ulta. Pretty and natural. Essence's Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation with hyaluronic acid and aloe vera provides a natural medium coverage finish and weightless feel for up to 24 hours, leaving you with the perfect combo of pretty and natural. It's vegan, paraben-free, alcohol-free, oil-free, and gluten-free. So right away, it's oil-free instead of non-comedogenic. I mean, oil-free is good, but I prefer products that are non-comedogenic, and also I took a peek at the ingredients, and it does have fragrance in it. Oils seem to bother my skin a little bit more than fragrance does, but I'm still kind of trying to figure that out. I do have acne-prone and oily skin, so I always look for products that clearly state non-comedogenic. If something's not labeled non-comedogenic, it's kind of like a gamble. I have to see if it irritates me or not. All right, let's jump right into it. I'm going to be applying with a damp beauty sponge. So it comes with this. So no pump on this one. The scent is very like fresh smelling. Not much coverage on that first little bit. Also, please ignore my eyebrows. I'm growing them out. I'm gonna squirt a little bit more. Okay, there we are. There we're getting some coverage. Okay, this shade isn't as dark as I thought it would be. I thought it would be darker. The scent isn't bad. I can definitely smell it. At this point in the game, why do foundations put fragrance in them? Is it because they're trying to cover up a gross smell? Or is it because they're just trying to like add to the experience? I don't know. I feel like at this point, so many people know that fragrance can be irritating. Why are we still putting fragrance in our foundations? It makes no sense to me. We have a little coverage going. Not the best, that's for sure. Let's put some on this side of the face and see how we're doing. So we are getting a little coverage. I would say this is one full layer. I put a decent amount on. I'm not sure if I would even consider this a medium coverage. Maybe a light medium coverage if I'm being nice, but to me, this is pretty sheer. Isn't necessarily bad with spring and summer coming up. When my skin is good, I do like using more sheer products. Let's go in with some more, mostly around the cheek area. It does feel super light on the skin. Okay, so I think it's building decent. I don't dislike it, I just don't know if it's a medium coverage for me. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the coverage on here. No, it's not full coverage, but it evened out my skin tone pretty nice, and I don't mind a little bit of redness peeking through. I think it built up to a medium coverage. Over here, I still need a little bit more coverage. I just have more redness on this side of my face. So we're gonna go in with layer 3 of the cheek area, which makes me nervous. I'm trying to use as little as possible in this area because this is where my makeup breaks up the fastest. But on the other hand, this definitely isn't like a super heavy, cakey formula. Like it is a light formula. Okay, much better, much better. Still have a little bit of redness peeking through, but okay, so I built it up to a coverage that I'm happy with. It's not full coverage, but that's fine with me. Here's how we look. Blend it out a little more around my forehead area. My first impression is I like it. It's not full coverage. It didn't claim to be full coverage. I would say I built it up to a medium coverage. So I would say it's a pretty light to sheer coverage on me, but you can build it up. And finish and formula wise, I mean, it feels super light and refreshing on my skin. For a hydrating foundation on my oily skin, it's not oily or anything like that, so that's great. Just because I have oily skin doesn't necessarily mean that you need all matte products. Then it just dries your skin out. Even if you have oily skin, you still need moisture and hydration. Usually, you know, if you get the proper moisture and hydration, your skin actually will be less oily. That's just my 2 cents little mini rant. I don't know if it's Gen Z and TikTok or what it is, but I feel like people are more starting to embrace their natural skin. Full coverage foundation isn't like the huge thing right now. It's actually a little bit more of a natural, maybe you see some redness, maybe you see some texture, and I feel like this is really like on par with that. Would I wear this for girls' night out at the club? No, I would not reach for this, but this is something I would definitely wear more on like a day-to-day basis, you know, out in natural daylight, stuff like that. I am going to lightly set this down with some Coty Airspun. By the way, all the products that I use will be linked in the description. I'm not gonna go ham with the translucent powder. I've been starting to use a little less than I used to now that my skin is starting to clear up. It's not quite as oily, but at the end of the day, I do still have an oily skin type. I'm focusing mostly in the T-zone and then just kind of taking the excess and pushing it out where I don't really get as oily. Oh my gosh, I forgot concealer. I don't wear concealer every day, but I was gonna wear some concealer today. You know what? I'm just gonna put it on over the powder. e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. Just a little dot where I get a little dark. Okay, so if you've watched any of my reviews before, you'll know that a lot of times I will go over my liquid foundation with a powder foundation, even if it's just a little bit, just to get a little bit more coverage. Today, I'm actually not gonna do that. We're just gonna rock the foundation with a little bit of Coty Airspun. Here's how we look with the foundation powdered down just a tad. I'm pretty pleased with how this is looking. I'm really curious to see how this wears on me today. Okay, I'm gonna do the rest of my makeup and then I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. We have finished the makeup. So I did add a little bit more Coty Airspun in my T-zone. It was just looking a little too dewy for me. Then we did some bronzer and some blush. No highlight, no setting spray today. Here's how we look. You know what? I kind of lied. I might actually wear this to the club. We'll really have to see how it wears, but so far, I really like it. So we're gonna wear it for 10 hours though, and we'll see how this pans out over time. So far, I know it's early, but I might like it better than the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Maybe I should do a video where I compare the two. I'll check back in partway through and at the end of 10 hours, so I'll be back. All right, I'm here for my 6-hour check-in of the Essence Foundation. Here's how we're looking. Oils have started to come through a little bit. Not terrible though. Especially considering I didn't use very much powder. So far I'm really liking it. It's nice and lightweight. Thumbs up so far. Alright guys, I'm back. We have reached almost 10.5 hours. This is how we are looking so far. I'm looking at my face and trying to find some problem areas. Here's my nostril. Not bad. Sunk into my baby fine lines. It looks like it's sunk in a little bit more than usual, but otherwise, this foundation is looking really good. Even around my mouth, usually I get a lot of cracking, breaking up, and it's just not looking too hot around my mouth area by the time I get to 10 hours, and we are past the 10-hour mark. And it still looks really good. I have eaten and smiled and laughed. It's not like I was sitting on my bed like this, not moving my face for 10.5 hours. I am so impressed. This is a $7 foundation, you guys. $7, and you get a full ounce. I really wish it didn't have fragrance in it. I wish it were non-comedogenic instead of just oil-free. But I have to say, just based on the wear, this is a good, I really like this foundation. It felt light, it felt like fresh on my face. It doesn't feel like I've been wearing makeup for 10.5 hours. So yeah, we have another winner. I don't know what else to say. My oils aren't even that bad. It's been 10.5 hours. I would be fine with not blotting. I could just continue to wear this. After 10.5 hours. I don't know if I would actually wear this to like a girl's night out, but I could wear this for like a long makeup day. Like 10.5 hours, you guys. 10.5 hours, I don't feel the very, very, very strong urge to blot. Like, I could wear this for a wedding. And for not being a matte or semi-matte finish, I'm like amazed. And I cannot believe how good it looks around my mouth still. I have not had a foundation look this good around my mouth after 10.5 hours. I don't think ever. Not even like Maybelline Superstay and the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. They didn't even look that good around my mouth at this point. This is $7. I mean, I think it kind of goes without saying, I'm gonna be keeping this. I'm gonna be using it again. I have a bunch more foundation wear tests on my channel, so make sure to check those out. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell so you get a notification every time I post a video. Yeah, so if you have acne prone and oily skin like me, I need to go to bed. I'll see you in my next video. Peace out. Bye.